Alrighty. See what we get on here. Let me pull up my stream on the other one. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm trying to get stuff set up here, so bear with me. All right, turn that off. All right, so I want to bring up the broadcast on my other machine here, but we'll wait for some folks. There's hey Jay, what's up, man? How's my audio, by the way? Should be a whole lot better. I'm using my blue snowball this time. Ain't no damn. You knew what it was going to be, Jay. You knew what it was going to be. But audio is good. All right, awesome. I'm actually using my Mac Pro, which is over there. I can't, behind the camera here, and watching it on my iMac right here on my work desk. So the video is going to be a little bit delayed for what I see, but seems to be working okay right now. So that's a plus. And this is Stream Duck or whatever you want to call it there, Jay. So hopefully we get some more folks in here. It should have automatically popped up on Discord. Let me check. Hey, Sad Mac, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to be doing a smoke test on this pretty soon. Let me check Discord, make sure it got out over there. Oh, it did make it? Okay, good. But yeah, I was hoping it would make it to Discord there, but it should have. My bot should have done it automatically. Now you're going to see that little duck in the window because this is actually the free version of StreamYard. I haven't paid for it yet, and I believe I only have 45 minutes. I don't know to broadcast on here, so we'll see how this goes. So if it abruptly ends, that's probably the reason why. But anyways, this thing is pretty dusty. This is the actual Osborne 1 with the little 5-inch screen. And then I have another one over here that looks like it has maybe an 8-inch screen. That's the executive model. So a guy came in today. I recognized what they were. He was going to throw them into the recycle bin. And I talked him out of it. And I actually got his card. He lives right there in Springfield. He has a whole bunch of software for these things and other stuff that he might want to be getting rid of. Now this thing is missing the 2 key, so it is actually missing 1 key, but it still presses. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's not bad for a 1981 computer here. Jay, this is not technically a PC because this is based on a Z80 processor. So this isn't even an Intel processor in here. This was based on the Z80. What little research I did on it, I think it has 64 kilobytes of memory. I'll have to verify that again, but I don't know. I don't even know if this thing works because we're going to plug it in and see if it smokes or not. So let's cross our fingers. If it does smoke, oh well, no biggie. But we're gonna see how this thing does. Now, I did notice that there is a little sliding door on the back here that opens up the vents. So you got to, from what I see on here so far, is you got to open that up because that's part of the cooling and stuff. There is a fan in the back, and the power cord is actually inside this little door back here that I'm going to open and pull out. And it's just a standard power cord. They've been using these for well over probably 50 something years. It's the same exact power cord is being used today. So it's kind of funny that they still use these things. But so let's plug this thing in. It does have a fuse in here. It looks like the fuse is actually good. The power switch is actually on, so let's flip that off before I even plug this in. I am very nervous plugging this thing in and powering it up. So I am going to actually get a power strip to plug in so I can actually flip it real quick in case something does happen. All right. So let me plug this into my 20 amp circuit here. If it ain't broke, yeah. I hope it's not. This actually looked like it was, from what I understand, it was in a museum or something, but we'll see. This actually did come with some discs. So I did get some discs with it, 5 1/4 floppies, and it actually came with $1 in it too. So this dollar bill was with it. So it's at least worth $1. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and plug it in and pray. All right, I'm going to flip on the main power switch first. I got my foot on the switch just in case something happens here. No smoke yet, but the fans did come on. It is moving air. And I do have, look at that. I actually have I don't know if you can see that. We'll see. Let's see if it focuses. But it does have a display. It says insert disk in drive A and press return. So we do have life in this computer. Actually works. I'm impressed. We're talking a, what, 50 40-year-old computer right there. So, I mean, you think about that. That's no, yeah, 40-year-old computer. That's pretty impressive. So I don't know if any of these disks have an operating system on it, but we're going to find out. The disk is spinning up, and it says boot error, so this one doesn't have a. Yeah, so we'll. Like I said, I don't know if any of these have a operating system on it. All right. I guess it's just going to keep giving me boot error until I don't know if it times out or not. Oh, there we go. Hit the reset key. There we go. We'll hit return. All right, nope. All right. That one's not anything on it. And it says boot error, so. But the one good thing is that it does have, the CRT is really clear. This says Osborne 1, revision 1.44, and this is copyright 1983, OCC, which stands for Osborne Computer Corporation. Hey, what's up there, Sean? Yeah, and it actually works, Sean. I can't believe it. And I'm going to bring up its twin up here. Well, not twin, but fraternal twin. I have the executive model too. So we're going to try that one too. Now, the executive model is a little bit nastier as far as cleanliness, but we're going to give that a shot too. But this thing booted up. Well, it didn't boot because none of the disks are working. This says bad disk. Let's see what it does here. All right, nope. Yeah, I need to find a Sean. It's a Z80 processor, a Z80 processor in these things, and I'm still looking for if one of these disks is a boot disk. If I don't have a boot disk, then I'm not going to be able to do too much with this thing. So yeah, the gentleman I got this from, I wonder if I could do it from the B drive. I don't know. No, it's trying to look for it on the A drive. So there you go. So none of these disks, or either the disk drive is just not reading the disk. I don't know. But yes, it's CP/M. It is a CP/M operating system that's supposed to be on this, not DOS or anything like that. So what little research that I did do on it, it does have a, but man, this CRT has got some nice, I mean, it is, as small as this thing is, you can read everything that's on this display here. These things were super crisp as far as reading them and stuff. I mean, this is a 5-inch screen. That's, I mean, you can see my hand in front of this thing. That's how small this thing is. So yeah, but anyways, it has serial RS-232, has a modem port. This says battery, but I'm not sure. I have no clue what this is. Looks like a maybe a composite video output right here. That's what that looks like. It's an RCA type connector. It has a reset switch right here. It has contrast and brightness knobs right here, which actually work. The keyboard I don't know if it's working or not because I can't do anything because it doesn't have an operating system on it. Yeah, it's a tiny screen. Now, the one I'm going to bring up here in a minute is a lot bigger screen. It's the executive model. And it's, from what I read, it's like almost 25 pounds. This was supposedly, it was advertised as the first portable that would fit underneath an airplane seat. So I don't know if you'd want to bring this on an airplane too many times, but it was designed to fit underneath an airplane seat from what I read on it. But yeah, this thing is it's pretty nice actually. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning on it. I might even try my hand at retro brighting because I don't know if you can see it or not, but the top of this thing, I can't bring the camera too much but the top of it, you could tell where something was sitting on top of this thing, and you can see the two different colors on it. But yeah, it's in need of some TLC. That's for sure. I mean, there's plenty of dust and dirt on this thing. Yeah. Sometimes you got to play Zork on the go. Yep. But you can see all the dust and dirt on the keyboard. There's the number 2 key is missing, but it seems like it still works. When I press it, the display kind of flashes there. So I'll show you right there. But I don't know if you can read that off of the screen. Let me turn off this light. Maybe there we go. Maybe that'll help out some. But yeah, you can actually, yeah, my camera's not focusing, but trust me, it's very clear, and I have no problems reading this screen at all. Just to let you know that. But this thing seems like it's working pretty good. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and get the other computer up here and see how it works. Like I said, I have 2 of these. I got the executive model and I got this one. So we'll see how that works. The power switch is in the back. So we'll unplug it from here. Close up that. Now the keyboard comes off like this, and it basically flips in there, locks on like that, and it actually has a carrying handle, which, believe it or not, the carrying handle still is in very good shape. So, I mean, a lot of these, from what I understand, don't have that. And then you have the power supply with the fuse right here. It's replaceable. So that's a good plus right there. But there you go. That is the Osborne 1 computer. So now we're going to take a look at the executive model here. So let me go ahead and get this one out of the way. This one's a lot nastier, so I haven't had a chance to clean these up at all. Yeah, you could tell this one's a lot nastier. I don't know what this stuff is on it, but it feels gunky. But now we have the executive model. So we're gonna smoke test this guy. Let's see. There's like little notches in here for it to fit in to hold the keyboard up. So there we go. Let me get the camera sorted. There we go. So you guys can see it. All right, same thing. It has a little slot here. And it has a slightly different power supply. There's no power switch back here. So I'm assuming, yeah, here's the power switch on this one. So this one actually has a power switch on the front. It has 2 floppy disk drives. It has a modem RS-232, a printer RS-232, E488. That's what it says down here. It has brightness and contrast. Has a yep, that is actually a composite video output. So you can actually composite, put this on a thing. So actually, I would say that this is about probably a little bit smaller than the Xserve Raid, believe it or not, Jay. A little bit depth-wise, it's a little bit smaller. Height-wise, I would say about the same as an Xserve Raid. Yep, and so this one's actually got a little bit bigger screen. Not much bigger, but it's bigger. So let's plug this sucker in. Of course, it's opposite way. All right, and this says to Fosse Museum on the back. There's a sticker on the back. So, all right, before I turn this on, let me get my foot on the switch, because just in case things go south, I want to be able to switch it off real quick. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There was a beep. Ooh, this one has a nice orange CRT. I don't smell any smoke yet, so we're good. So this one says the same thing, insert a disk drive. However, I can tell that the CRT needs some adjustments because it's cut off on the very top of the line is cut off on the top up here. So I'm going to have to do some adjustments. But this is the nice orange one. But it does show you can see where it's cutting off the top up here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But we're going to plug in some disks. I don't think any of these are going to boot because they didn't boot on the other one, but who knows? Damn, I've never seen a disk drive like that. That's weird. All right, so let's see. It says loading system, nope, boot error. Press return and try again. So let's try another one. This one this one actually sounds a little bit better than the other one as far as disk is not a valid system disk, press return to try again. So that actually gave me a different error than the other one. All right, so let's try this one. It says loading system, boot error. Okay, so I don't think I have a proper boot disk, so that is going to be a problem unless I can find a way to make a 5 1/4 CPM disk. That's going to be an issue right there. But I don't think any of these disk is not a valid system disk. So some of these sound like they're system disks. They're just not. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But this is all that came with them. So I only can go by what, I only have what came with it. But I do have the gentleman's phone number. He has said that he has tons of software for this thing. So we're going to get some software for this thing. And I may have another live stream later on. But for right now, both these machines actually work. This one is in probably a little worse condition as far as the CRT. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be an easy fix once I open this thing up, clean the inside, and adjust, probably adjust some pots in here. But it looks like basically it's just a sync problem, because when I throw the brightness up, you can see where the lines on the screen should go down a little bit further and up a little bit more. So they're kind of getting compressed on here. So we'll have to do some work on that. But it's going to be a neat little project to get these things up and running. I think Mike from Mike's Mac Shack is already eyeing one or both of these, because I know he likes old stuff like this too. And he may get a surprise from me. Because if I don't, I mean, I'm an Apple guy. I like all my Apple stuff. I do like my retro stuff here. And I still have an Apple II that I'm getting from Steve at Mac 84. But that it's going to be a while to get that. So, Mike, if you're watching right now, I may, like I said in the text, I may give you one of these. Who knows? You may get both of them, but we'll have to see what's going to happen with these. But they seem to work as far as the logic boards. Like I said, the monitor and the other one work perfect. The CRT on this one needs some adjusting, but once we get it adjusted, I think this thing will be pretty good. Let me turn the light off again here, that way you guys can see that a little bit better, maybe. But yeah, this thing works pretty good, actually, I think. But yeah, now you can see it a little bit better. So, but this is the Executive. This one's actually a little cleaner on the inside, but the outside is just nasty. So it seems to work okay. But like I said, I need a boot system disk, and it has to be CP/M. This is a Z80 processor, so I can't do much else. That's saying loading system, but there's no disk, so I can't type anything. But the keyboard on this one, every key is on here. It seems fine, but we'll have to see. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Is that the same play? No, this is actually a CRT, Jay. This is not a plasma screen. So at least I think it's a CRT. You can tell it's a CRT, because I mean, doing the brightness controls, the plasma screen is a little different, I believe. Mike would have to comment on that and let me know what he thinks is, or actually I have to do some more research and find out what it is. But I believe this is a CRT. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why these things were so big, because of the CRT. And you got to remember, this thing came out in the 80s, the early 80s. This was before the Macintosh came out. So, I mean, you're looking at the date on this thing, says 1983. So that's when they stopped actually making these things. So this is probably one of the last ones that was made. But I don't think they made many changes on it. If anybody ever hears the word, the Osborne effect, the reason why, the Osborne effect came out is because the first machine I showed you, they were coming out with it back in 81. Then right before they started selling the first one, then they had stocked up on it. They said, oh, we're coming out with this newer model called the Executive, and we're going to sell it too. Well, the problem is that they didn't sell hardly any of the Osborne ones, and they ended up selling more of these than the Osborne ones. So they had a bunch of unsold stock that basically just sat around. And so they started calling that the Osborne effect. Don't ever, announce a new product before you sell the old one. That's a lot of companies started learning it from that. But that's a little factoid tidbit right there. You might want to store away one day. But yeah, this it's a pretty neat little machine here. And I think I'm gonna have some fun playing with this thing. It's gonna have to get a lot of cleaning done on it before I do anything with this thing. But I just picked these up today, and I wanted to see and give them a smoke test. In fact, there's no smoke coming out, so there's no smoke test, so that's a good thing. But if you guys had any other questions before I cut the stream, I will welcome them right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream, and we'll see you guys later. So if there's anybody watching that wants to ask any questions, feel free to ask now. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And yep, no smoke. Hey, Mike, what's up? But it's running pretty good. Although, like I said, Mike, I don't know if you saw this, but this CRT needs some TLC because it's cutting it off on the top up here. So it's kind of crunching. It's kind of squeezing the display down. So I need to adjust this a little bit. The first one, you can go back and watch it there, Mike. I don't know if you were here for that, but the first one was absolutely perfect. I don't have any boot discs, any CPM discs to boot it from, so I can't demo it any further than it saying, boot error, press return to try again. So it does boot up pretty good. So, I mean, let me go ahead and power it back on. So it says performing self-test, and it boots up to this screen right here, insert disk in drive A and press return. So, yep, that's what I guess. The deflection needs adjusting, and I could probably do that once I open this thing up. There's no way to do it from the outside that I can tell, so we're going to have to figure this thing out. Yeah, this is a later model. This is actually 1983. The first one was the Osborne 1. So actually, Mike, I think I sent you a text saying I got two different ones. And when I opened them up, I saw that I had the Osborne 1 and an executive. So we went ahead and smoke tested both of them. The Osborne 1 has a number 2 key missing. This one has a fully, looks like functional keyboard. Oh, I guess it goes back into performing self-test when I hit a key there. So apparently it doesn't like the keyboard hit. Yeah, I might have you, if you want, Mike, I might have to have you come down here one of these days and do a stream with me, and we could do it live on stream maybe, or something like that. Have you visit me down here. I know you shouldn't be that far from me. I think you're about as far from me as you are from Steve. So we'll have to do that. And you may end up going home with one of them. Who knows? So yeah, I think I hit too many keys there, and it keeps, I guess the keyboard buffer decided it wants to keep going. So, and at least the speaker works too. I did get a beep. So, all right, guys, if there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. I appreciate everybody watching. Hit that like button if you like this. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. This is the first live I think I've done in almost a year. So I am going to start doing a lot more videos on this channel. I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff. So we'll get busy doing stuff like that. But anyways, I'm glad you guys could join us, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good day.